And welcome back. The Renner Royals knew they needed just one win over Rapid City Post 22 to become State A champs for the first time. But the 1 o'clock start was pushed back 4 hours because of rain. They eventually got going, and it took until the 4th inning before anybody scored. Andy Mullen goes the other way, drives in Nick Hookstra. Renner leads 1-0, but then the big hit of the game, bases loaded for Mason Runya, and he burns the outfield, goes all the way to the fence. That is a bases-clearing double that made it 5-0. And then on the choppa, C.J. Stukel gets the base hit. Runya scores. That makes it 6-0. Now, they would need these runs because it got a little interesting. Top of the 5th, Rapid City with some momentum. Blake Weaver doubles to center, just out of the reach of the center fielder. His brother scores, and it's 6-3. Top of 7, bases loaded. Ground ball to left, scores a run. The other runner stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 outs, and a pop to center field, and that is going to do it. Renner hangs on to win 6-4. It is their first ever state championships, and afterwards we heard from the Royals in what eventually turned out to be a pretty good day after all.
It was a good baseball game. You know, both teams played well, not too many mistakes in the field, and it's what all you can ask for out of the state championship. You know, both teams played really hard, had some great at-bats, and it just came out. We made, you know, one more swing than they did.
We put 6 runs up in the 4th, but I knew it was going in our favor, but I didn't really know. 22 is a good ball club, and they can put some hits together, so I didn't know if it was going to be a game-winning one or not. So just trying to put a ball in play.
Well, he put that ball in play, and yes, it was the game winner. That's so cool to see a big hit like that as your game-winning hit. First ever state title for Renner. They play in the Central Region now, which is in Sioux Falls. It'll be almost kind of like a home game for the Renner Royals. Paul Sather may have left the Northern men's basketball program behind to take over at North Dakota, but his new team will still have a Hub City feel. That's because Andrew Bergen announced yesterday on his Twitter page that he's excited to be following Sather to Grand Forks to play for the Fighting Hawks. He's a 6'7" wing for the Golden Eagles of Aberdeen Central. Well, at 6 o'clock, we heard from Bismarck Century's Lauren Ware and her coach on how important these games are at the Pentagon. This is the SummerSlam Championship, and this is Hannah DeMandel of Omaha Millard West as they led Watertown 10-6. Mackenzie Bisker brings the arrows back, but Millard West would be too much in this. DeMandel finishing off the first set, and a 25-15 win for the Wildcats. Second set would start a bit different. Watertown's Megan Hegland drills a kill down the line, but in the end, Millard West was just a little bit too much, as Cameron Young is going to go up and slam it down. They are the Summer Slam champs. 25-17 they win. 2-0 here, and there's a look at your champions out at the Pentagon today. Well, being ranked second in the GPAC, kind of like being ranked second in the Missouri Valley, where North Dakota State is the automatic preseason favorite every year. Well, Morningside is the same way. They're the no-brainer in the GPAC, especially after winning their first national title, but the Red Raiders of Northwestern only lost to them by a touchdown in a game they could have won. So they will be right on the Mustangs' heels in the conference, especially with a great talent they have returning.
We return a majority of our players who have played the last couple seasons for us. We've been a really young team the past 2 years, and we're excited to get these guys to their juniors and senior years and really feel like we have a mature team on the football field.
The Red Raiders return star players at all their skill positions. There's Calagonis, Koima at quarterback, and Solberg at wide receiver. So keep a close eye on Matt McCarty's team this fall. They are going to be really, really, really good, I'm sure, in the top 10 in the preseason poll. Expedition League baseball tonight in Minot. That's College Summer Wood Bat League. This was Cody Waters getting the ball for the Sabre Dogs with the strikeout of Parker Borg, no relation to Zach. I don't know, maybe he is, I don't know. Phil Childs singles to right field, and then Cruz Taylor brings him home with a double, so it's 1-0 Sabre Dogs. These are college kids. Gotta love this. They're playing for the love of the game. Then Taylor tries to steal third, and he is out at third. He's dead meat. Austin Crane gets the strikeout to retire the side, but the Sabre Dogs win on a late wild pitch. 3-2 was your final. By the way, Souris Valley is Minot, and Hub City is Aberdeen. Canaries leading 7-6 in the 8th inning. Reynolds with 3 RBIs. Lago with 2 hits, hitting .367. Ely and Coulter with RBIs. Birds have fallen to 7 games under 500. The first place Twins were in Miami tonight. Byron Buxton back in that lineup, and you know, he's one more guy now with double digits in home runs. That's number 10 for him. That made it 1-0 Minnesota. That came in the 3rd inning. And then in the 4th inning, key hit here. Miguel Sano takes it all the way to the wall in left center field. Eddie Rosario's going to race, that's not Eddie. Eddie's going to race all the way around from first base and score. Turned out to be the game-winning run because the Twins needed that. They win 2-1 was your final. Jake Odorizzi was your winning pitcher. He's 12-5. Had been struggling. Good win for him tonight. Twins now 65-41. Indians lost tonight, so it's a 3-game lead. Indians also picked up some Yasiel Puig from the Reds. They traded Trevor Bauer and a couple of real good players from the Padres as well. We'll be right back.